going to bring a party to Yoshi's.
Okay.
1330 Fillmore Street,
And
October 5th.
I understand this is going to be a first annual event.
First annual Players Toast, Players Roast.
Oh, all right.
With some old school 70 twists.
Right.
25 and up, dress code enforced.
Okay.
And at the same time, we honoring Mr. Fillmore Slim's birthday party as well.
As I said, I would have him back on my show. The chat with Candyman. I've got the Gangsta Brown back on the show. And I understand, Gangsta Brown, you got a few things that you're into, that you're working with right now. And I noticed everything that you've touched turned to gold, almost like a Midas touch. Would you care to inform us on what's happening?
Oh yeah. The DVD, The Life and Times of Gangsta Brown 2, is doing great. It's been taking me, I've been traveling since the last time I was with you here.
Okay.
This beautiful facet. And what happened was now the people are starting to listen, and we're trying to find out what we need to do to be able to make the youngsters understand what they need to do to stay out of trouble.
Amazing.
What I come up with, or what I saw when they asked my opinion, or what I felt about what need to be said to them and what needs to happen to stop the killing, the black killing in Oakland, especially across the water.
Especially across the water. It's cool for old schools, but youngsters, I'm going through it with my grandkids. And that's, man, as we doing everything we can. Excuse me, go ahead, all that order, stop you.
Oh, no problem. And so now, you know, I'm here, and I just want to share a few important things that I found out.
Yes, sir.
And that I feel that would help, that I thought that was very important. And when I brought it to the light, they loved it.
Right.
And they kind of understood what I was saying. So now we're going to sit here and talk about it and see, can we put this out and see would it work.
That's right, you're an urban legend, and so your voice does carry. So you know what I mean, it carries with people like me and also with my audience. And that's like we always say, we'd like to get feedback on all this here, friend or foe. We would like to know. We're going to give our websites, but we also got other things that just like I said, that you have a mindless touch with things. You've been did this all your life. I mean, it's a gift. I mean, what's really going on with that? Fill us in on
Well,
that.
as we moving right along, you know, we're going to bring a party to Yoshi's.
Okay.
1330 Fillmore Street, October 5th.
I understand this is going to be a first annual event.
First annual Players Toast, Players Roast.
Oh, all right.
With some old school 70 twists.
Right.
25 and up, dress code enforced.
Okay.
And at the same time, we honoring Mr. Fillmore Slim's birthday party as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that is an occasion, you know, because Fillmore, and then what we just said again, this is something we're doing here in the Bay Area. I believe it's going to be a DVD or something that's going to be made well along with it.
They thinking about it, but the key thing now was to celebrate his birthday.
Birthday, that's okay.
And then for me to get back to work and trying to put the word out for the youngsters to understand that what we need to do as a team to save the young black man.
Exactly. That's why he's on the show a second time. He's no joke. Like I said, all you gotta do is go to any kind of research, people that know him, the DVDs, and people that did go there. They really, you know what I'm saying, really got a chance to know him. You know what I'm saying, because you feel like you almost know him. You know what I'm saying, because what he's done, he's an urban legend, simple as that. You know, but he has a way of getting back. He's never got to use drugs. I mean, I don't know how you got past that.
Just say
that's
no.
Going to be another.
Just say no.
That's going to be another show alone by itself.
Right.
And like I said again, urban legends.
Well, let me say this before I forget about the youth, so we can move forward on that. This is powerful what I said. We got together a panel of 100 people, mothers and fathers and grandmothers and aunties, and we sat at the table and everybody spoke. So when it came to my turn to speak, they said, well, Brown, what do you see that you feel is the problem with the young youth today? I said, well, we're going to jump past what is the problem, besides us, first of all, being born in the ghetto, you know, not having a mother or a father, whatever might be missing. But I said that when I learned that the kids that did listen, the kids that did come that wanted a better life, wanted an education, wanted to go to higher grounds with their life. This was the problem that I found out. So I listened to everybody speak. And then when I told him, I said, well, excuse me, let me say this before I forget, because I've been holding this in after what I have seen, but nobody had never addressed this situation. I said, what I've seen is that we'll bring the kids to the Y, we'll bring the kids to certain events, to the park, we'll give them tennis rackets, baseball gloves. We'll feed them for the moment, we'll feed them for the lunch, okay? We'll do the breakfast for the kids. He said a kid can't study with an empty stomach.
Right.
All that was good, but what I learned is when they leave the event and go home, they go back to the same thing where they came out with no love or nothing to go home to or for. We didn't make it better when they left, so when they left us with the understanding they want to do better, they had to go back same place where they came from.
Man, isn't that amazing?
You see, and I said, so now you need to figure out, I told the people at the panel, we need to figure out, what we need to do to make, when they go home, a better place to go home to. That's the problem. So even though they feel good, and we fed them, and we gave them a gift, and we talked to them, and we blessed them, and we gave them love.
Right.
Now when they got up, they had to walk back through the jungle again, and go back to the house where the PG need might not be on, abusive father or no father, and now he's there.
Man.
So now he had to figure out, can he make it to in the morning? Well, I know that's kind of hard for somebody to address that, but that's the problem.
It's the real problem. That's what we're addressing. And the way you put it, I don't want to cut you off. Finish what you're saying, because there's so much truth in that. You know, the truth got a ring to it. You understand? We all feeling this hurt. You understand? But here's people that's going there. And then let them go. Can't let them go. Can't let them go. That make a whole lot of sense, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's nurturing. You know what I'm saying? But then how far can you go? You got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then in a way, that's why I guess it's so important to God, because that's like the 13 steps.
Exactly.
Your footprints in the sand.
But watch this though. Even though I heard some people that finally woke up that said, well, wow, Brown, you're right. Because I remember I have took some of the kids home. Some of the kids came and stayed with us. And they did better from the time we took them with us to the next level.
Right, man, that's amazing.
You see,
and then that's amazing.
And then I told him, I said,
yeah,
that's true right there, because that's the problem. So we need to figure something out. Something needs to be done for when they leave us, on their way home, whatever it might be that need to be done to make that particular kid comfortable for tomorrow morning.
Do anybody out there have any suggestions? Friend or foe, we'd like to know. We're going to give up some numbers here today. We want to make sure. You know, like you said, we went to the DVDs, we started something off. We got problems in Oakland. We got problems in Oakland. You never even hear about old school anything lessons. They caught up in some stray bullets or something. Wish we could say that about our kids. So, you know, it takes a whole village. Everybody know their problems. Here we have people, it's Gangsta Brown and people taking out their time and money. You know what I'm saying? You know, to stop the pitfalls, these men, they taking it under their own self to do this. So what we said again, we want feedback on this here. We want to hear from you out there, friend or foe. We want to hear from you. We'd like to know, so can you tell us a little more about and any other things that we need, that the audience needs to know? Well, I know they're very interested in everything you just said, because I am.
Well, the first thing I like to do first is address the OGs and those that help open the doors for the party. And that's the honor back to those that didn't understand what I was doing when I did the DVD. Even though the DVD of this particular documentary was late. But I did it because I knew it was going to leave a word, it was going to open doors and open eyes when they finally had to hear. No disrespect to no one, but they needed to know that, quote, if a person choose to live the life, they have rules to the life.
Rules to the life.
But we suggest them today to go to school.
To go to school.
To stay out of looking behind your back, because today they're giving you football numbers and
there's no exception to that rule, no more.
Yes,
you
thank
heard what he just said is a rule.
Yeah.
It's a rule. Now go read what he tells you about trial and error, because that's how we learn. It's, you know, that's not a broken rule. We're not breaking rules, nothing. Go just exactly what he said, but before we close. One last time, look at that camera.
Yes, sir. I see it. He's looking at me. I see it. Yes,
Tell him one more time about the rule, boy,
well, what I like to do, so they can be able to reach me and know how to find the stuff that I'm doing. I have 2 books that's coming out, and it's very simple. Just go to Gangsta Brown, GANGSTA Brown.net. So I like them to go to my website, gangstabrown.net or gangstabrown.com, and just, you know, my numbers and all the information, everything they need. And when I do the party, then I'm gonna do the young thing again. And I've been traveling, and I like speaking to them. And I think that a lot of people gonna get together and see, can we try this one particular way?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
See what that do.
Always that about
See what that do.
And I think that's a great idea. That's we're gonna get right into the. We're going right into the jungle with it.
Okay.
We're gonna go out and
I'm
we're
ready.
gonna do all that. I know you are. I am
ready.
too. This is what we're gonna do. You know, that we're taking this here as this is our responsibility. We're taking this here as on the men. We figured that maybe we can, you know, we are already touching people. You know, so we want to get that feedback. We want to know, friends or foes. The name of this show is A Chat with the Candyman, but I have an email with the same name, A Chat with the Candyman at yahoo.com. We want feedback again, all the way. We want to hear from you out there, whether you're a friend or foe, and we're interested in some suggestions that can help us through this year. Like we said, we all need to be involved with our youth. And like we said, friend or foe, we'd like to know, we have some flyers here, okay, for the event. And can you give them once again out there a little about it?
And this is the Yoshi flyer for the October 5th birthday party / Players Toast, along with the Life and Times of Gangsta Brown DVD Part 2, presenting 15 of the greatest speakers, quote, from the DVD that's available. So we'll be here and we'll be honoring them with some plaques and birthday cake for Fillmore. And we'll be having all the things that we need to move forward to give back to those that helped me that made this happen. And I said, when I put the DVD together, they said, why you have so many people in the DVD? Teamwork, you will see.
That's right, team player.
Teamwork, it's like a football team. We all stuck together, and I'm glad that I'm able to do this party at Yoshi's. I'm sorry that it took a little long, but it took a minute for it picked up.
But it happened. But I really believe that it's going as the first annual event. Mind you, it's going to be on a major event that we're going to have, because I believe people coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
People are coming, but it's not just people talking local. We talking about friends we know from back east and everywhere. But as we always say, by these beautiful cities by the bay, and if you can't be a good sport, don't play it.